the one I'm looking at, I got through a link from your site, but for men, it's 53 suicides per 100,000 employees.
5 times.
That's a lot.
It's 5 times. And then when you begin to look at the demographics of that the average age of suicides in America today is around 47 to 52 years old. What is our aged population? Okay, we've not done a good job of recruiting and backfilling our generation in this construction. So the average age of a construction worker, 42 to 45 years old. So you've got this whole thing that's happening there from an aged population, part of the Trident effect. We've got an aged, seasoned population, whatever you want to refer to yourself as, that are prone to musculoskeletal injuries. They're working schedules that are longer, shorter, tighter than they've ever worked before in their life. And they're working schedules that are shorter, more compressed, longer days, harder hours. Technology has removed some of the barriers, but they're still working hard. And I'm telling you, what I could do in my 20s, I cannot do in my 40s. And as a result of that, I start coping being through both legal and illegal substances, where addiction begins to happen in America today, as well as, I'm talking about caffeine. When you see a young person walk onto your job site and you open their dinner bucket out there and you see they got a 6-pack of Red Bull just to make it through the day, there's a problem there. So I'm not talking about the stuff that we think is legal or illegal. It's coping, whatever it is to cope. And then they wake up one day and the reality crashes down around them that they're addicted. But they've kept it a secret, and they don't want their wife or their mom or their dad or their kids to know this. And it drives them to a point of darkness to where they feel like the only way they can save face, to be honest with you, is to end it, to get out of the cycle. As I said, the Trident effect, the middle of that is really the veteran community. We're not doing enough for our veterans that are coming out of the military today. We give them a pat on the back and they walk out the front gate out there from any transition and base in America today. Good luck. Thank you for your service. But at the end of the day, these men and women, while they're in theater or even not in theater, they saw more on a Sunday afternoon than I'll see watching NASCAR for 3 hours or watching my favorite football team. And we think somehow because they put a hard hat on, they left all that in the front seat of their pickup truck, and that's not true. And so now you got a veteran population that has a lot of cross-pollinating skills that work really well in our space, and we're doing very, very little to help them manage or mitigate life on the outside of the military. And then the last thing I'll say about this Trident effect is young people and what we're seeing, what they're, there's statistics out there that you can Google that tell you the number of suicides that have actually been placed on TikTok for people to watch. There's statistics out there that say on that platform, within 2 to 7 seconds of a young person hitting that platform, they are giving some sort of suicidal ideology to those young people. They're giving them, if it's a young lady, they're seeing this stuff on body imaging and all these types of things. And so when you begin to think about the impact of social media and what it's de-isolating and desensitizing people from what we take, all of us, natural skills. We're not even talking about COVID. CDC is saying that we're 3 or 4 years out from even knowing the impact of COVID on a generation that didn't get those skills. We know there's going to be an impact. Social isolation, that's one of the biggest, things that we see when people start to withdraw from society and they start doing these types of things. That has a mental impact on their maturity level or what have you. The real challenge here is even the young people today. I mean, you can look at just about any headline on any of your favorite rags, whether you believe the stuff or not, and you'll see somebody that has died by suicide. You'll just see it. I mean, and these are people that, quite frankly, have no reason to die. I mean, you would think the young man Twitch, I'm just calling him out for what I know was a suicide, admittedly. Here he is living the high life. He was a winner on this So You Think You Can Dance. Now he's DJing for Ellen DeGeneres on his show. He's putting all this stuff out on social media about how happy his family is and all these kind of things. And then you find out that the young person died by suicide. How do you do this? Or Miss America, or even a country music legend like Naomi Judd. And let me be real clear. These people didn't take a few sleeping pills and step off the edge. These people actually ended their life with a weapon.
Right.
And so this is real in America today. And we need to embrace that and say we've got a mental health issue, because if we ignore it, it doesn't solve it. It just means we're ignoring it.